Good day everyone. So today I will discuss about the socio-emotional development of intermediate schoolers. But before that, let me introduce myself. I'm Julia Molderan from BSM Math 1 and my teammates is Miss Grisel Tangcogo and Shirley Milihar from English 1B. Okay, let's go to objectives. First, identify the socio-emotional development of intermediate schoolers. Second, determine the importance of understanding self-competence, self-identity, and self-concept to intermediate schoolers. Okay, next slide is, okay. At this point of socio-emotional development, children are spending less time in the home. Older children have already familiarized themselves with other children. They are already used to interacting with different ages and gender. So, during a stage of development sa bata is more on outdoor na sila, like mas ganahan na sila makigduwa sa gawas or makigduwa silang kaedad. Okay, let's go to my first topic, which is understanding self-competence, self-identity, and self-concept. Okay, one of the most widely recognized characteristics of this period of development is the acquisition of feelings of self-competence. This is what Erik Erikson referred to when he described the developmental tasks of middle childhood, the social crisis, industry versus inferiority. So according to Erik Erikson study, ang late childhood is nabilong siya sa stage 4 sa iyahang 8 stages of psychosocial theory, wherein ang psychosocial niya kay moto ang industry versus inferiority. The task is to develop a capacity for industry while avoiding an excessive sense of inferiority in order for a child to acquire the feelings of self-competence. So, dapat niya mabalance ang industry and inferiority. Okay, next is industry refers to drive, acquire new skills, and do meaningful work. So, ani nga bata is productive, meaning to say, kay bo na sila sa ilang buhaton, like for example, sa school, na sila assignment, they are responsible to do their homework na. Okay, let's go to next slide. Okay, next. The child should have a growing sense of competence. So, ang ubata kay need of competence means dapat na siya self-confidence. Like for example, in terms of academics, dapat ang bata kay di mauwaw mo-participate niya, dili siya magka-self-conscious sa iyang thoughts o opinions. He should develop the self-confidence para dili siya ma-feel anang inferiority. Okay, next. The child's definition of self and accomplishment vary greatly according to interpretation on the surrounding environment. So, ang interpretation sa usa ka bata is magdepende sa palibot. Like for example, ang iyang surroundings kay saba, then ang iyang interpretation sa self is makighalubilo siya, makig-socialize siya. Ma-interpret niya nga he should develop the skills of communicating and socializing. Pero na po ibang mga bata nga kung sabay lang surroundings, ma-interpret nila nga they don't like that kind of surrounding. So, sa ilang self, ma-develop nila itong pagkahilumon like introvert. Okay, next is varied opportunities must be provided in order for children to develop a sense of perseverance. In order also for children develop perseverance, pagkugi is you need to provide them opportunities. Like, for example, magpa-games ka, then may condition nga kung mahuman nila og drawing tanang shapes nga nasa blackboard is tagaan ni mog star. Then in that way, thinking sa bata ana is na kailangan ako mahuman nigdali aron makaunang hatagan sa stars. Dapat ako mauna kay basin daghan ihatag sa star ni teacher. So that opportunities nga imong gihatag, you slowly develop their perseverance. Okay, let's go to next slide. During late childhood, children cannot describe themselves with internal and psychological characteristics and traits. They most likely employ more social comparison, distinguishing themselves from others. In dealing with other children, they show increase in perspective taking. So, during late childhood stage, which is kining intermediate schooler na, ang usa ka bata, ma-distinguish na nila ang traits sa ubang bata. And usay is nanay comparison. During na sila makatuon o analyze and judge sa ubang action sa iyang kaedad repod. So, mas ma-focus na sila sa ilang mga behavior. So, this ability increases with age. It enables them to judge others' intentions, purposes, and actions. So, ani maka-observe na sila sa ilang sa ginabuhat sa uban. Next is give importance to social attitudes and behaviors. Ang bata is conscious na sa ilang behavior towards sa ubang kintay. Ang bata is madita sa ilang balay. So, ining makig-socialize na siya sa gawas kuan mas makontrol niya yung attitude. Last is increase skepticism of other claims. So, kanang mas ma-figure out nila kung sakto ba or dili ang ginaingon sa uban. And that's all for my topic. And the next reporter is Miss Grisel Tangkungo.
Good day, everyone. So now let's proceed to the emotional development. But before that, let me introduce myself. I am Glesal Tangkugo from BSED English 1B. So emotional development, the same with other areas of development. Children in this stage show improved emotional understanding, increased understanding that more than one emotion can be expressed in a single experience. So, in this stage, ani mahibaw-an sa bata kung ang mga klase-klaseng emotion sa ilahang kagalingon. And then, maka-understand na po siya sa iyahang own emotions and also into others. And then another milestone in this stage is the development of the children's emotional intelligence, which is the EQ. It is all about understanding and managing your emotions and recognizing and influencing the emotions of others. So in emotional intelligence has a four main areas, which is the developing emotional self-awareness, managing emotionals or self-control, reading emotionals or perspective talking, taking, and handling emotions, the resolve problems. So first we have the developing emotional self-awareness. So in this stage, this is the foundation for all the other aspects. It's about understanding your emotions on a deeper level. So ani na ka maka-recognize kung unsa ang imong feeling sa situation if naay mahitabo. So like kanang sa imong problema, and then maka-figure out na ka sa imuhang emotions if naa kay problema. Next is the managing emotions or self-control. This refers to your ability to regulate your emotions and prevent them from controlling you. It's about choosing how you respond to situations rather than reacting impulsively. So learn how to control your emotions. Like di ka dapat kanang dali masuko, and if masuko ka ibutang sa nimo sa lugar, and then also if masuko sad ka, dapat na reason manong nasuko ka. That's the managing emotions. So next is the reading emotions or perspective taking. So this is your ability to understand and interpret the emotions of others. It involves seeing things from their perspective and empathizing with their feelings, like non-verbal cues, recognizing emotions through um, body language, the tone of voice, or facial expression. Like for example, if kanang ang nakita ang bata and then naga sad siya, or like nagamugtog ti masabot bitaw iyang face. So ana ni mahibaw-an nga so nasuko day ning bataa kay tungod sa iyang facial expression. Another is the tone of voice. Like for example, imong igsuon gisugo sa imong parents, and then ang iyang pagtubag kasuko bitaw, like for example kanang panghugas sa didto, and then ang imong ang gi respond sa iya sa imong manghod is tikoy gago naman nga na may baon nimo sa iyang tone of voice nga nasuko ang imong manghod kay tungod kay gisugo. So another is the body language. So para another sad is katong gisugo na sad sa inyong parents, and then sumuto ni sugot siya, and then pag sa iyang pagtrabaho sa well gahugas siya, pinabundak ang iyang pagkahugas, like ang mga plato nagkatingog-tingog na, so ana ni mo mahibuan nga nagkadabog-dabog na siya while naghugas. So that's an example of the reading emotions. Maka kaybaw na ka sa emotions sa isa ka tawo. So that's the reading emotions or perspective taking. So lastly is the handling emotions, which is the resolving problems. So this involves using your emotional intelligence to effectively deal with challenging situations. It's about finding healthy solutions to problems that arise due to emotions. Like for example, if naa kay problema, dapat pangitaan nimo way nga masulpad ang problema. Di kay magpadaka sa imong emotions, like kung masuko ka, dapat masuko ra ka kanunay. So dapat pangitaan nimo paagi nga masulbad ang imuhang problema, parang imong emotions ma change sad. So that's the handling emotions. So now let's proceed to the building friendship. So in building friendship, there are 5 types of peer status, which is the popular, the average, the neglected, rejected, and lastly, the controversial. So in popular, it's frequently nominated as the best friend and one who is rarely disliked by peers. So in this stage, kung kanang sa building friendship, kung popular ka, means kanang sikat ka, and then also ganahan ka, dahigon ka kanunay, nga ingana, nindot ka, and then, but kanang there are also students nga wala sad ganahi sa imuha. So that's the popular. Next is the average. So average, it's receive an average number of positive and negative nominations from peers. So for example, kanang mag best friend mo, and then ni-apel mo sa dance club. But dili sa ingon nga ang pagtanaw sa mga tao sikat ka na si uban kanang nara ka sa low, but level ra ang iyahang pagtanaw sa imuha. That's the average. So next is the neglected. Neglected, it is very seldom nominated as best friend, but it is not really disliked. So for example, in class, ako students nga na ako naglingkod sa layo, and then kana bitawng tungod kay na ako sa layo naglingkod, murag kulang ko sa pansin, kanang dili ko pansinon sa mga classmate nga tungod kay na ako'y mga insecurities. So anak ko sa layo maglingkod, that's neglected. Another is the kanang dili bitaw ka makig socialize sa imong classmate. And then mura kag kanang napasagdan ba kanang kuwang jud ka sa attention sa imong classmate, kanang murag dili jud kanila mapansin. That's the neglected. Is the rejected. So in rejected, infrequently nominated as a best friend, but one who is also disliked by peers. So for example, in class ng kanang while nagklase mo, iniingon ng teacher nga naay group activity, and then kanang by group activities, and then ikaw kamo ra mo pili sa imuhang ka grupo, and then ikaw nga nasa luyo or even nasa kilid nga naglingkod, murag tungod bitaw kay kanang imong mga classmate kanang naay laing-laing grupo or kanang nag-inamiguhay but ikaw na-reject kanila tungod kay murag dili ka belong bitaw. So that's the example of rejected. So next is the controversial. Controversial, frequently nominated as best friend but at the same time disliked by peers. So for example, kana bitong in class na sad. So kana bitong well-known ka and then talented, kanang kahibaw ka sa tanan. And then kanang mura bitaw gusto nimo nga ang attention jud sa tao naa nimo kanunay kanang kanang bitaw nahimo na kang tungod na arrogante na ka sa imong kagalingon kanang dili ka gusto nga naay makatupong makalabaw pa jud nimo. So that's the example of the controversial. So that's all for the 5 types of peer status. So thank you and have a good day ahead.
Good day, everyone. Before we proceed to my topic, allow me to introduce myself. I am Cheryl Melihor from BSed English 1B, and now let's start. So, popular children have the following skills which peers find very positive. When we say popular children, it is the children who are liked by many members of their peer groups, classmates, or and disliked by very few. So, first skills of the popular children that peers find very positive is they give out reinforcement or they give or provide encouragement or motivation. For example, nga isa ka bata nga ni attend or ni compete ni apil siya competition, dayon napildi siya. Unya, si popular children mao na siya ang mo comfort sa bata nga napildi or ingon nga okay ra na kaya ra na mo na ang isa ka skills sa ni popular children nga makita sa uban nga positive. Next is they act naturally. So they act naturally like dili sila fake, mo tagad sila kay kanang kanang genuine ang ilang pagtagad, dili kay kanang napugusra or kanang fake. Next is they listen carefully and keep open communication. So another skills of popular children is listen carefully. Like willing sila maminaw sa imong mga problem, imong mga chikas, imong kanang mga dapat isumbong niya unya open po siya sa iyang side para nimo like ganahan siya kanang makig-communicate mo sa usa. And next skills of popular children that kanang which peers find very positive is they are happy and are in control of their negative emotions. Like kanang dili ra nila ginamind or dili ra nila halaga ang ilang negative nga mga emosyon, like kamao sila mo control sa ilang emotion. Like nabildi sila na sila example ni siya competition na pod competition which is napildi siya. Dayon, ang iyang self is na siya ipag-control nga pwede pa man sunod or kamao siya mo yung di siya mag-ul pag-ayo kay pwede pa man o napay daghang opportunity ang musunod. And next is they show enthusiasm and concern for others. On the other hand, here are the characteristics of neglected children. When we say neglected, it is refers to the failure of a parent to provide their needs. So first is they participate less in the classroom. So when we say they participate less, like dili sila mo participate sa classroom or participate pero dili jud ingon nga kanang sige participate. It's because of they are neglected. Next is they have negative attitudes on school tardiness and attendance. So like sige absent or kanang kapoy sila permi sa eskwelahan. Next is they are more often reposted as being lonely and they are aggressive. Example in boys, they become impulsive, have problems in being attentive and disruptive. So when we say impulsive, doing things suddenly without thinking about what carefully first. So dili nila mahunahon, dili nila mahunahuna kung unsa ang resulta sa ilang buhaton, or desisyon sila nga kanang wala sila kahibaw sa wala nila gihunahuna og unsa ang mahitabo sunod. Next is they are emotionally reactive and slow to calm down. Like, kanang, pag masuko sila, lisod na sila kontrolon, lisod na sila pakalmahon tungod kay na nada na sila sa ilang gibati. And next is they have fewer social skills to make and maintain friends. And let's proceed to family. Family support at this stage is crucial. If children do not find a supportive family when they find their interest, example in hobbies like riding a bike or playing a musical instrument, they can easily get frustrated. So for example, ang isa ka bata is na-attend og kanang painting sa na ay competition nga paintings. Unya, daghan sila mag-compete. Dayon ang uban nga uban ang iyang kakumpit is na ang mga parents ni attend or ni support sa niuban sa bata para sa competition, like proud sila parents, whereas ang katong isa ka bata is wala ni uban ang iyang parents. So ang magka-feel jud na siya og madismaya jud na siya, like wala man akong parents, may pa sila nga like may insecure siya sa uban nga bata kay na ang parents nga mag-support. If families are a primary support system, failures and setbacks become temporary and surmountable rather than something that is attributed to personal flaws of deficits. Implications to childcare education and parenting. Primary school children's socio-emotional competency should be viewed in the context of the child's developmental age. Healthcare providers, teachers, and parents should be able to gain understanding of their children, socio-emotional strength and weaknesses by first encouraging children to talk about their feelings without doing it firstly. So imo i-encourage ang we as future parents or future educator, i-encourage ito ang atong children to share about their feelings, like dili na to sila manistal ingnan nga share dayon nga i-encourage ito sila nga sila mismo ang mo-share sa atua. Next is provide opportunities for children to build relationship with teachers and fellow classmates. So for example is if nasa school or nasa classroom, ikaw nga future educator ay kita nga future educator ang mo-provide yung opportunities para nila to build relationship with us or sa ilang mga classmate. Like nakay group activity dayon which is puzzle. So maka-interact jud na sila sa ilang classmates, like magtabanganay sila sa pagpangita sa word since mag-word puzzle ka. And next is remind children that friendships have their ups and downs and that occasional conflicts and arguments can be healthy. So i-remind sa nato ang mga bata nga normal lang nang mag-away-away pero di sad ingon nga pag-isahig dumot. Like for example in my experience sa akong kuanjud kay akong igagaw, like ang iyang mama is dili ganahan og kanang magdumutanay sila mag-isuon. Mag-away sila like hantod magkasakitay na manghilak ngana niya. Ang ilang mama is dili man ganahan, so nga mag-away sila or mag-iseg dumot. So mo na nga kanang moingon siya nga ihag si ate, ihag ganyan, like nga na ang dapat buhaton we as future parents. Next is design activities that allow children to work on their own and discover activities and hobbies that they enjoy and model healthy relationships. So when we say design activities that allow children to work on their own, like kanang let the children explore or discover sila ang silang hobbies unya aturan suportaan and model healthy relationships. So be a role model. We as a future parent or future educator dapat dyan mahimot ang role model sa mga estudyante or sa mga bata. Like time nakasagasuko, like dili nimo ipakita nila nga nasuko ka or dili ka magsingka-singka sa mga estudyante kay maawat na nila. Unya kung ara sa parents is kanang mag-away mo sa imong partner, unya makadungo ang bata, syempre ang bata murag makuan po na siya, maepektuhan po na siya Like for example, magkabuwag ay like something na may di magkasinabot. Unya, masayang mo nga na bata nga, ay, kanang nainahap na sila, uy, sige ra mag-away. So, dapat jud be a role model and that's all everyone. Thank you.